All right, this is Gav and this is Bikram. We just did the post-mortem of India after India was not beaten because that was beyond beaten, beyond humiliated, beyond embarrassed, beyond anything that anybody has ever seen on earth and this entire fucking universe. Okay, we were looking for balls. Guess what? Well, you already guessed it. We didn't find any. We didn't any fucking find any balls. India don't have the balls to win an ICC tournament. Fuck ICC tournament. We don't even win Asia Cup. We don't even qualify for the finals. This is out. This is going to be a big fucking rant about this country which has billions of people. Everybody plays cricket, but nobody actually shows up when they're supposed to show up. Now, Bikram, the only reason I can see India winning a tournament if the opposition also has no balls and no talent, no nothing, then only we'll win. Not a big fan. Let's not even say not a big fan. I have never watched Harry Potter series. I've not read the books. I'm not sure about what about you. I'll not be giving you a chance to speak at all till I actually finish my rant. So don't even bother answering this question. I have never read it. But this one saying which has stayed with me is when Dumbledore tells Harry, "It is our choices, Harry, that show us who we truly are, far more than our abilities." Now, we have lots of class, lots of this we always talk about, right? But we don't have the courage. Now, there are five reasons India lost this match, and all start with C. That's the funny part. And our favorite Indian word is also chutia, right? Which also starts with C. So either we can just simply end the podcast, say, because we are chutia, then this is it, done, or we can just elaborate a bit more on the C. First is courage. All of these things are lack of. You can add right next to it, courage less. Second is calm. Third is class, which we talk about a lot of class. Then we talk about clarity, but it's more clarity, crisis situation, and then clueless blueprint that we had on this time. First of all, courage. India didn't even make it to the knockouts in the last T20 World Cup, right? And we screwed up big time in Asia Cup, except nobody cared. We were like, no, 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 we'll come here, we'll play fearless cricket, fearless brand of cricket. Guess what? The leopard doesn't change its stripe. KL will be KL, Kohli will be Kohli. Rosha, well, he actually did change his stripes. He became worse. He became, I don't know, he became a little cat. He's not what he used to be. All right. And as you say clearly that, we started playing this 90s brand of cautious cricket that has given India terrible results since 2013, right? For the last 9 years, we have absolutely stunk it, absolutely stink at the ICC tournament. And as they say, doing the same stupidities over and over again and expecting different results is the fucking Oxford Dictionary definition of insanity. That's exactly what we did here, right? We showed no courage. We hoped something else will happen. Nobody else will have balls or courage or any kind of talent. We'll just win. No, you're not going to win. Exactly, definitely not against England, right? Now, calm. Our captain behaves worse than I used to behave when I was fucking captaining my team in the middle school in fifth grade. He's worse than I was. I remember I was like much more calm and I was like, don't worry, if we lose, we'll perform better. And I still remember when I used to, even in middle school, even in high school, if your captain is calm, right, you get better results. My team was the worst team like a lot of times, and we'll actually end up in semi-final and finals as well. We were like New Zealand. We'll not be good, but we'll perform as long as you stay cool. But Rohit Sharma, I mean, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritties of it. Otherwise, this will be a Joe Rogan podcast. Then we talk about class. First of all, I am sick of hearing this where we have class. We have fucking 1.5 billion people and 3 billion of them play cricket. We gotta have class. We are generating 110% of the 100% revenue of cricket. We gotta have class. But what's the point of glass? The class when it just becomes see-through glass and goes into hiding when it matters and only shines when the stakes are low, or in bilateral series, or as Ravi Shastri says in his baritone voice, which I cannot replicate, is that no one cares or even remembers 24 hours after the series is over. Nobody fucking cares about bilateral series. This is our coach, the most successful coach, just told us, who is right now sitting in the commentary still speaking. Then talk about clarity. Clarity crisis versus delusional. Now, Rosha blamed right after which you sent me. It just boiled my blood, whatever the blood was left in me. Blamed bowling
Yeah.
for the defeat. For fuck's sake, man, it's crystal clear, and everybody agrees for once, including Sunil Gavaskar, that batting is where India failed miserably on a 220 pitch. This was a flattest fucking pitch ever, man. It was flatter than the washboard. India scored 168, and that also thanks to Hardik's heroics at the end, right? And Rosha is so delusional that he can't see his own fucking failures after failures after failures, and he's finished as a top level cricketer. He is done. And then the final rant, this is going to be like a quick fire rant on the fucking clueless kachra blueprint that we have, which guarantees only one thing, that is called failure. Long and endless rope for KL, Rosha, and Kohli. Oh, because the name, right? And no rope for anybody else. Two failures, fuck off. Just fuck off. Okay. Why did we carry Herschel everywhere for the last entire year just to drop him before the World Cup, right? So he just wants to carry water bottle. I mean, I could have fucking done that, mate. It's easy. World Cup, then Shami, you never play Shami ever, and then suddenly Shami becomes your first pick. He would take him everywhere in the World Cup. Why did we settle on DK, then drop him unceremoniously? I think because he fought with Virat Kohli, and then we put the fatty in there. Guess what? Then we don't give him any balls to do anything before the knockouts. What is he supposed to do now? He's confused. Oh yeah, he was there to sacrifice his wicket for a run out for Hardik Pandya, so he can actually hit wicket himself on the last delivery. Awesome, awesome blueprint. What's the point of never playing the inform Huda, who was the most performing player, and dropping for Kohli, and then giving one match and he plays one delivery, and then you say fuck off and then drop him? Why did we drop Chahal? Again, Chahal, we brought him, took him everywhere for the last entire year. He was performing very well in the IPL and everywhere. He was one bowler who can actually take wickets. No, no, no. We don't want people to take wickets. We want to play 90s cautious cricket. Now we drop him for Ashwin, which I am not completely anti. I'm just saying, why didn't we do horses for courses, right? We could have played him in the last match. Everybody saw what were the finger spinners were not able to perform. Is the wrist spinners were performing? What we no, 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 no. We'll not do it. Why did we keep backing KL when he's not performing, and when he's scoring, he's only doing stat padding? Why do we back up KL when he says, "Oh, I'm not out of form"? You are out of form, and you have no fucking balls. Of all the players, KL has the four smallest balls ever. Even the microscope have not found KL's balls. I don't know what he'll do after he gets married. But this is getting personal, so I'm going to leave KL out of this thing. Why did Roshan never understand that his time as the top level cricketer is fucking over, mate? It's been over for a year, brother. It's done. You're finished. Why are we playing with two sheet anchors, KL and Kohli, and a well past his prime Rosha in the top three? What kind of cricket is this? Our fucking test match averages are better than this thing. Run rates are better than this. Why isn't there any self-reflection? Why are we so delusional? Why are we so full of ourselves? Why do we have so many hundreds of crores in our bank and no fucking courage? That's the end of rant. Vikram, did we not see this coming? I've seen our last podcast. We made 17 predictions, 15 on them were right. And if you go on the internet, that's the highest ever prediction which have come right, which is more than 90%. We have created the world record. Still, we have 150 hits on that podcast. All right, that's the rant.
Okay, I don't know what to say about that. About after that, I mean, because I think you said everything which one should have seen from long time, because this is as soon as Rahul Dravid started coaching India, there was this big like talk about intent that will go start bashing, and they started doing that in the first series, second series, third series, and by the time the World Cup rolled in, we were like, yeah, let's just play out a maiden over against Zimbabwe, because let's be cautious. Let's not lose our wicket, because there is no Jadeja. There is no, there's, I don't know, like our batsmen cannot, our bowlers cannot bat. All this, there are so many conditions there. It boggles my mind. You have so much talent pool, such a big talent pool, and you are using that talent pool, just not in the World Cup. You are just taking them everywhere. There were like 15 captains, 500 different players played around the year. And then eventually when World Cup rolled in, Ashwin is bowling. What is going on? Nothing against Ashwin. He's a great player, great guy, whatever. In the World Cup, he performed decently. I mean, of course, he didn't get much wickets, which was required, right? If you don't get wickets in any form of the cricket, because now I don't know what people like, what these people think that, okay, economy is better than taking wickets. You see Hasaranga, right? Hasaranga became such a champion bowler, not just being a economical bowler. He's taking wickets, and when you take wickets, even if your economy is not great, the other bowlers will not get hit. Wickets are required, and we are seeing this in every like World Cup. Last year also 0 wickets, this year also 0 wickets. So yeah, I mean, and again, I think next year World Cup is rolling in, and we'll see the same set of players playing there, and it's a 50 over match, so they'll be extra cautious. They'll be like more cautious. Let's just stat pad. Let's just so yeah, So be ready to just win, hundreds and hundreds of bilateral tournaments. There's one starting next Friday or Saturday,
Yeah,
something like
against
that.
New Zealand. Nobody
New
cares.
Zealand. No one cares, right? I think even the players who are going there, they're like, yeah, okay, we have to play again. I mean, Hardik Pandya was so upset that day, and imagine he has to just captain the team again, and it just it just become a business. We already know that it has become a business, but now it is getting to an obscene level. We are playing so many matches. We have two different teams, two different coaches. They are going everywhere. The focus is on getting the most amount of money. The focus is not on winning tournament, it's on getting most amount of money. And people like, I don't know, Indian TGC, everything, they are also, feeding off that. Yeah, just praise everyone, just put them on a pedestal, and get hits, and that's why we know never get hits, right? We are realists. We don't live in la la land that okay, our players are so great, they'll come in the World Cup and set everything on fire. We were the people who were saying drop Kohli before he started making runs again. But that's okay, right? He's a great player. If you play him for 100 matches, he will score in those maybe 25, 30 matches. And that's what's been happening with Rohit Sharma as well. Rohit Sharma has been average from last 15 years, and not 15 years, maybe I'm
That doesn't make
exaggerating,
any
but
sense. 15.
but 10 years, from 10 years he's there in the Indian team, around Indian team from 2012,
I think
right?
the last
So
half of his tenure in the 16, I think last 8 years he's been, and particularly over the last 3 to 4 years, he's been fairly bang
no,
average.
that
But
that
Vikram,
is
last
fine.
1 year has been pretty miserable. Right? Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean, no. See, average overall, if you see, right? Have you seen him perform in World Cup? We always talk about Kohli is a choker. He, doesn't score in knockout matches. But if you see his record, he's done pretty well. At least in T20s, and I mean ODIs. Because he was the captain, so the more focus was on him. But if you see, Rohit Sharma has never performed under pressure, and you can see on his face whenever pressure comes. You can actually see on his face that he is under pressure. He misbehaves also with his team. So I mean, you are as you said, and I've also said this, that these three people, they are given such a long rope. Even if they, and it's like a like a mafia now,
This is
like a
Draupadi
syndicate.
Sadi. It's not a rope. It's Draupadi Sadi. It just never ends. This is like,
So
it's the
obviously
Draupadi Sadi.
no one will watch this podcast also, or of the podcast which we did earlier, where we specifically talked about that these are the things which might happen and will happen in either this match or the finals, if we reach the final.
I even predicted fucking Kohli scoring 40 ball 50. And guess what? He scored 40 ball 50. You cannot get any closer exact than that. We spoke that KL will not perform exactly in this match right away. We
So
said Roshan,
actually,
like one thing we were very sure, right? Roshan, I said at least if KL either will flop anyway or he'll start bad. But with Rosha, both of us agreed no matter what happens, he is just not going to perform.
I mean, we are seeing him, right,
And we
and
expected Sky to flop sometime, and unfortunately flop. And
it
then I was saying
no.
if Sky flops, Hardik will perform. And then that happened. So I don't think that lower middle order, it did not fuck up because they did the job, right? Because in those deliveries, the 40 deliveries, they scored 80, including Surya and this guy. Surya did not waste delivery. It's a top order we've been constantly harping on, which is just completely, they just make so many hundreds of crores and they don't do anything.
And I can still understand Kohli is Kohli. He is again scoring runs. He has to be in the team.
Yes,
Sharma is
and I like.
unfortunately our
Sharma is
captain.
done.
Fine, okay, he's team. Why is KL in the team? Like, if you can drop DK after three failures, why cannot be KL dropped? What is going on? Like, it is unbelievable. Like, I mean, there it makes
Is
no
this some
sense to.
quota or something? It's some South African thing. It's a Rahul thing that we have to have two Rahuls. I mean,
And actually, no one cares. That's the thing. That's the main thing. You rant about it. We rant about it. A lot of people are angry. They will say will not watch cricket and all that. But
and
actually,
that's
no
the
one
reason
cares.
KL is not performing, Vikram. That's the reason KL is not performing because they keep backing him for doing shit. Imagine if your son or daughter were just always shitty, crappy, doing all the bad things, and you keep backing them. Guess what will happen? They will keep doing bad things.
Exactly. That's the thing. And you are,
We're
that's, I
condoning
keep,
mediocrity, right? We're
and I
paying
keep
them for
saying this thing,
mediocrity.
and I keep saying this again and again, that when you are supporting that, you are not only ruining India's chances, but you are ruining his career also, because someday will come when he will be out and he'll not be able to come back at all, because there will be like long list of failures for him. If he would have been dropped earlier, he could have gone to hundreds of tournaments which we have all around the year. He could have gone there, played. A lot of players have played. Like DK came into the picture because he went to those local tournaments, played there, made runs. Because making runs is important. That's what we were saying for Kohli as well. That if you are not scoring runs, go back, and that's what used to people. That's what people used to do. Sachin Tendulkar, who is the biggest star, he used to play in Ranji matches when he used to not score. So I don't know, this is just yeah, I mean, no one
And
cares
this is too
actually,
much
that's the thing.
deflection, Bikram. Too much. We are not playing international. We play international matches all the time. Adelaide, we live here. This is Kohli's
Yeah.
home ground. How many more matches? IPL is the greatest fucking tournament. We play everywhere in the world. We play one day international, T20 test matches. What else do you want? Oh, we don't have Bumrah. We don't have Jadeja. Guess what? Exactly the same fucking people who were there when we
And
got knocked out from the knockouts also in the last tournament,
exactly.
right? And
And
these are the
this,
same people when we got spanked by Pakistan by 10 wickets. And Bumrah was there. Jadeja was there. So don't deflect. Whosoever is going to be there, because our belief, our mindset is the problem. The player or not. We have hundreds of players. We can field 10 fucking teams right here.
and when whatever Rahul said about, our players should also go and play in foreign tournaments. Afghanistan, that's what I was talking to you, right? When I talking to you
Hmm.
offline. So Afghanistan, who has never played in Australia, never, ever. None of their players, apart from Rashid Khan or I think Mohammad Nabi, I guess, have played
Yeah,
in
because they don't have
Australia.
passports. They have a ration card,
So
which doesn't work.
they ran Australia so close in their backyard, in spite of not ever playing. So this is not an excuse, right? That is not not specifically for, not for us. Australia only invites three teams all around the year: India, England, and I guess they don't even call New Zealand. India, England, and who's there? Who's
South
the other?
Africa is they're not
South.
doing it anymore. So it's either they toggle between South Africa. Sometimes they call Pakistan or some other random team for a
Yeah.
match or two.
So it's, I mean, there is no excuse. Rohit Sharma, when whatever he said is shameful. We are the people who inflate these people, egos of these people, right? These people cannot ever, even Kohli, right?
Put them
Even
on a
Kohli, when,
pedestal. They're bigger than
yeah,
gods.
even Kohli, when he was not scoring runs, came out and said, "Yeah, I know I'm not scoring runs, but I'm not to that standard. But that standard was also set up by me."
Oh
So
yeah, I
those
mean
kind
when
of,
you say it, just sounds wrong, right? I mean I understand
yeah.
where it's coming, but when you say it, it just sounds so bad.
So I mean, yeah, I mean Kohli. At least with Kohli, we know that he's very honest, right? Like whatever comes to his
He would have
mind,
come up and accepted it. At least if he
right.
had this happened because of Kohli, he would have said, you know what, we I didn't score hard enough. Batting we screwed up. Let's not blame the bowling. They were just always on the back foot.
So
This is a
it's just
220 wicket.
right, exactly. And yeah, I mean, 27 in on any wicket, even on the slowest of pitches, 27 runs on 27 balls is not good enough, not good enough at all. And
I'm
see,
not even sure he
there is a
made
pattern.
27 also, by the way.
There
Yeah.
is a pattern. See, Australia,
28 deliveries he took. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
So there is a pattern. All the out of all the four teams who made it to the semi-final, the worst performing captains teams got eliminated. Williamson and Rohit Sharma, because it
Rohit
matters,
Sharma.
right? Rohit Sharma has no
And
other skill,
and the team
no
who's
other
also
skill.
shittest team, Zimbabwe and Ireland, they're in the final. That's also another pattern
Yeah.
I noticed.
So exactly. So I mean, yeah, that's we
That's
can
all we
go
have.
on and on, go
Yeah,
on
we
and
can go
on
on and
about
on,
it.
but we have to put an end to this thing. All I said earlier, I'm going to repeat this thing. If you're going to use the same model, which has resulted in failure after failure, and then you have again come with the same model. And by the way, it's not like people like that model of cautiousness. It's not Rohit Sharma loves the model of caution. It's not, nobody loves caution. Okay, everybody loves hitting six after six. You know why you do it? You do it because you're so fucking scared. You do it
Right.
because you don't want to get out on seven. You want to get out on 27 or 27 deliveries. Eventually, your averages don't look bad. When you walk in, everybody, oh, greatest player. Because you know what the problem is? Every time these motherfuckers walk in, right? Every time the commentator has to say, the great Rohit Sharma, the great KL, the great Kohli. Just shut the
I don't
fuck up.
think I
Just
don't think
don't
KL anyone says great KL anymore.
no, they say it, Indian contract, because now we have to say it. That's how you get contracts, right? Because KL is still on some 20 crore contract in IPL. He's the most highest paid person there in history, right? He still has billions of billions. He's getting married in the freaking film industry. This guy is going to be the big. He's going to retire. He's going to become a film star. He looks good, right? There also, you start. I think what role they're going to give him? Choker? Like that's what they're going to get, right? Choker. He'll just choke probably for
Oh,
that. So on that note, I just don't see India winning anything, and I don't know how they're going to win. First of all, they need to change the captain. I don't care what he does, retires or not retires. I don't give a shit. But right now, Hardik Pandya deserves to be the captain of this team. DK should not retire. Nobody should retire because of age. If they're better than the other person, they play, regardless of.
yeah.
If Mahendra Singh Dhoni at 41 is not retiring, I don't care. Nobody needs to retire. If Rishabh Pant is not up to speed, we can't just put him in just because he's 24, 25 years, because he's the heir apparent. Because in the last podcast, I said apparent heir because I was confused. So whatever it is, like he's not, nobody deserves a place because of what you've done in the past. We simply, it does not matter what you did in the past. I will respect you for that, but you get selected for what you do for us now and what is your next innings. So no matter what you have done before, it does not matter. Same way England is going in the final, it does not matter what they did against India in the semi-final.
Ireland.
It's a new match, it's a fresh start. Then it's going to be a lot of motherfucking rain. So we don't know who's going to win. We're going to do another podcast on that. But right now, India really needs to self-reflect. They will not do it. Right now, I can't see it. Rahul Dravid, as I love Rahul Dravid, not the right coach. We have the wrong coach. We have the wrong captain. I'm not saying it. This is nothing in hindsight because India lost. We've been singing the same
Right.
motherfucking song from the very beginning. Okay, we need somebody else. Virat Kohli was the best captain that we had. He's not going to come back. Roshan needs to go. Hardik is right now. Bikram is the best captain for the white ball cricket. He needs to come in there. He has Virat Kohli's aggression. At the same time, he has MSD's calm. I just right now, and we have disliked him completely. That's why we've been very objective. If you don't change, like as Simon Jordan says, what's the point of a mind if you can't change it? What's the point of being so stubborn to an opinion that you've given when the circumstances have changed, when the things have changed? So Hardik Pandya is a different person right now. He's a father, but he does not advertise it everywhere like Virat Kohli. Okay. All right. Let's not make it about Hardik Pandya, but next year, let's see. I really hope they really think. And unless Rohit Sharma actually gives up captaincy, I don't think they'll be able to kick him out because we have a very hierarchical system. We have a very class system. And the fatter you are, it's very difficult to move also. All right. At least we can get move ourselves. I'm Gav. He's ex-Twitter engineer. I'm ex-Indian. Right now, I'm a bit countryless. Hopefully, that gets filled very
Like the
soon. That
terminal
vacancy.
man.
That's the terminal man. Yeah. Oh, I'm not Julian Assange or the you're talking about the Castaway actor. Oh, the
Yeah, that
original
movie.
Forrest Gump,
Yeah, yeah.
Tom Hanks. All right. On that note, this is Gav. This is
By the way, I
Bikram.
saw
See you
the
next time.
saw the Indian Forest Gump. It was so boring. Oh my god, such a
I saw it for 15 minutes. I think I fell asleep. I fell off the chair. So I don't want to. It's going to cause me a lot of injury, and I don't have insurance. Okay, so I can't do that. All right, this is final again. Me, Gav. This is Bikram. We'll see you next time. We're also doing another podcast on who is going to win the World Cup final. Please watch it. Don't ask us right now. Please watch it. Please. Take care. Have a good night. Love you.